this session. Introduction, trading accounts, opening closing stock, profit and loss accounts, difference between trading and profit and loss accounts, and balance sheet, classification of balance sheet, items, adjustment entries, etc. And it is all about the final accounts. Now introduction. The primary functions of accounting is to accumulate accounting data in order to calculate the profit and loss made by the business firm during and also to understand the financial position of the business on a given date. A business can ascertain this by preparing the final accounts. And our trading account. Trading account determine the gross profit. So the accounts which is prepared to determine the gross profit or gross loss by business concern is called trading account. It should be noted that the result of the business determined through trading account is not true result. The true result is the net profit or the net loss which is determined by or determined through profits and loss accounts. The trading accounting has the following features. Number one, it is the first stage of final accounts of a trading concern. Number two, it is prepared on the last day of an accounting period. Number three, only direct revenue and direct expenses are considered in it. Number four, direct expenses are recorded on its debit side and direct revenue on its credit side. All items of direct expenses and direct revenue concerning current years are taken into accounts, but no items relating to past or next years is considered in it. Now opening stock or closing stock. Opening stock, the amount in value of product or materials that a company has available for sale or use at the beginning of an accounting period. And closing stock on the other hand is the amount of inventory that a business still has on hand at the end of a reporting period. This includes raw materials, work in progress, and finished goods inventory. The amount of closing stock can be ascertained with a physical count of the inventory. It can also be determined by using a perpetual inventory system and cycle accounting to continuously adjust inventory records to arrive at ending balance. And now profit and loss accounts. A financial statement that summarizes the revenues, cost and expenses incurred during a specific period of time, usually a fiscal quarter or year. These records provide information that shows the ability of a company to generate profit by increasing revenue and reducing costs. The P&L statement is also known as a statement of profits and loss, an income statement or an income and expense statement. And now, difference between trading and P&L account. The profit and loss statement of a company and the balance sheet must be prepared in order to arrive at a clear picture of the company's financial stability. Number two, it is vital to note that the two refer to very different statement of the financial information with significant differences in the data recorded in each. However, the two are related to each other in that the balances recorded in the balance sheet are directly affected by changes in the financial information recorded in the profit and loss statement. And our balance sheet, a financial statement that summarizes a company's assets, liabilities and shareholders' equity at a specific point in time. These three balance sheet segments give investors an idea as to what the company owns and owes as well as the amount invested by the shareholders. The balance sheet must follow the following formula: assets equal to liability plus shareholders equity. And this is the format of balance sheet. Particular note number, figures as at the end of the current year reporting period and figures as at the end of the previous reporting period. So at first, equity and liability. Shareholders fund includes share capital, reserves and surplus, money received against share warrant, share application money, pending allotment, non-current liabilities like long-term borrowing, deferred tax liability net, other long-term liabilities. Now current liability, short-term borrowing, trade payable, other current liabilities, short-term provisions, and then total. After that, assets are non-current assets like fixed assets, tangible assets, intangible assets, capital work in progress, intangible assets under development, non-current investment, deferred tax assets, long-term loans and advances, other non-current assets. Current assets are current investment, inventories, trade receivable, cash and cash equivalent, short-term loans and advance, other current assets. And now, adjustment entry. Adjusting entries are usually made on the last day of an accounting period, either year, quarter or monthly basis, so that the financial statement reflect the revenue that have been earned and the expenses that were incurred during the accounting period. Sometimes an adjustment entry is needed because revenue has been earned but it has not yet been recorded. An expense may have been incurred but it has not yet been recorded. A company may have paid for 6 months of insurance coverage but the accounting period is only 1 month. This means that 5 months of insurance expense is prepaid and should not be reported as an expense on the current income statement. And thank you very much for this session.